my name's John. Welcome to the first in a series of videos all about this Artec TXT inverter TIG welder. I've run an EXT 260 for quite some time now, and it's been a good welder. You probably watched me do lots of repairs with it. Artec asked me 2 or 3 weeks ago if I'd have a look at the brand new. Well, it wasn't really a hard decision to make, was it, sir? Anyway, they sent one up. This is it. I've had a look around it. I must admit I'm very impressed. It's a digital display screen. It's much simpler to navigate than the old one. The old one was all graphs and little buttons, and once you got used to it, it wasn't a problem. I could set them up, no bother at all. But this one has got what they call an easy set function to basically make it easy to set the welder up. So this video is going to be all about the easy set option on the welder. I think that's enough talking. I'll take it up to the shop. We'll put some gas on, put some wires onto it, and see exactly what it'll do. This is Artec's brand new AC/DC inverter TIG welder. I'm going to fire it up. It goes through a series of tests on the front, then all the LEDs go out. It defaults to DC TIG. On the screen here, you can adjust every possible parameter you'd want to adjust on DC welding. It has got a button here called Easy Set, and that's what this video is all about, how to use the Easy Set side of it. So if we press Easy Set, it says here DC Easy Recommended Settings. There's 2 arrows at the bottom which move the central window. That one there, it says at the bottom tungsten size. You can go from 1.6, 2.4 to a 3.2mm tungsten. I use a 2.4 tungsten. Next, we've got the work thickness. It says work thickness. I've got some 1mm. We'll start with some 1mm. Stainless steel or mild steel. It's just straightforward mild steel. The type of joint, a T joint, lap joint, edge joint, corner joint, or a butt. We're going to go with a butt weld first. It's got 5 levels of pulse built in to the Easy Set menu, so you can play with pulse if you want to. I'm going to leave it off for the minute. Next, we'll come on to how you're going to initiate the arc. You can have 2T, 4T, a pedal, which I normally use, 2TF, and a new one, 4TF. I'm going to do a video all about 2T and 4T torch switching later on. Right, so we're going to go to pedal. Right, it says OK. So it's saying it's going to give us 40 amps. It's going to give us 8 litres of gas per minute. That's what I've got it set it to with a number 6 cup. It's as simple as that. So we'll do some welds on some 1mm plate and see what sort of results we'll get. That's welding very nicely. Straight out of the box. I wouldn't do much with that. And I'm on full pedal, so I'm giving it whatever it's set at, which I think was 40 amps. Welding very nicely indeed. Arc's nice and stable. I'm going to stop it and try the high frequency start again. Instant. The high frequency is now electronic. It's not points anymore, so it's much better, much crisper, cleaner start. I'm going to move up to 2mm now, so we're in Easy Set. Same tungsten 2.4, work thickness 1.2, 1.5, 2mm. On an ordinary steel, steel or stainless. I'm going to do a butt joint again. The pulse is off, and I'm going to use a pedal. OK. So now it's going to give us the same 8 litres a minute, 87 amps. Cup size 6. If you're welding and you find the weld's too cold, you've got a 10 amp adjustment to go up, or if it's too hot, you can go down 10 amps. So you've got a 20 amp window to finally tune it in just the way you want it. giving us 87 amps and I'm using all of it, and that's welding really nicely. Nothing much the matter with that. Once again, decent weld. It welded the 2mm very nicely. So now we're going to go up to 3mm, same tungsten, material 3mm. It's on steel. Type of joint, we'll do, let's see, we'll do a lap joint for a change. Pulse off on a pedal. That's it set. So now it's asking for 8 litres a minute gas, 141 amps is going to give us. Cup size 8, so I'm going to go into a bigger cup. And once again, you've got 10 amps either side to fine tune it. I love that startup. You notice as well, there's no cooling fan running. There's various settings for the fan. I've got it on a thermostat, so if the welder warms up, it will cut in. But welding on a low amperage like this, it'll take a long time. I'm not a welder, but I can assure you that that is welded together. Right, it welded that very nicely. We're going to go up now to 5mm. Same tungsten size. 5mm. Steel. Lap joint. Now we'll do a corner joint. Pulse is off. I'm going to use a pedal. Okay. So now the gas has gone up to 9 litres a minute. It's going to give us 145 amp starting point with a number 9 cup. It's as simple as that. That's why it's called easy set, because it is easy to set. This is a 5mm outside corner joint. Once again on easy weld. It's really going in that. Try and stop and start again. Instant start up. I let it cool down and then I can do an inside corner joint on the same coupon. Inside corner joint. Once again 5mm material on the easy weld setting. Certainly plenty of penetration there. I don't think that's mild steel. It's like ground flat bar. It didn't weld like mild steel. It could be a high carbon steel, but it certainly put a decent weld in there. It ain't gonna fall apart, is it? I'm going to change materials now. I'm going to go from mild steel to stainless steel. Just the same 2.4 tungsten. Material thickness this time is 2mm. And we want to go on to stainless. Simple as that, stainless steel. I'm going to do a butt joint. Pulse is off. I'm going to use a pedal. Okay, that's it set, simple as that. So it's asking me for 9 litres a minute organ. It's going to give us 68 amps as a starting point with a number 6 cup. In just the same as with the mild steel, you have a 10 amp swing each way. 2mm butt joint, stainless steel on the easy weld settings. That's quite a nice weld. It's the same colour as the stainless steel. It's not blue and yellow, it hasn't been overheated. That's a decent weld. That welded very nicely. We're going to go up a thickness now. still a 2.4 tungsten. Going to go up to 3mm stainless steel, and we'll do a lap joint. Pulses off on a pedal. Okay, simple as that. So it's 11 litres per minute organ. It's going to give a 90 amp starting point with a cup size number 7. And try the high frequency start again. I love it, it's instant. Once again, a nice stainless steel coloured weld. Nothing at all the matter with that. That welded very well indeed. We're going to go up now to some thicker material, still on the same 2.4 tungsten. We'll go up to 5mm stainless steel. We're going to do a corner joint this time. Pulses off, pedal. Okay, so it's 12 litres a minute organ, 135 amps with a number 7 cup. I can still run the 2.4 tungsten on 135 amps, no problem at all. This is a 5mm outside corner joint in stainless steel on the Easy Weld base settings. That's burning in there very nicely. I would normally use a gas lens to weld stainless like this, but I'm just going to use the equipment that Artec supply with a welder. There's nothing much the matter with that. A nice solid weld. This is an inside corner weld or a T-weld using the same coupon. Once again, it is burning in very nicely. Amperage settings just about spot on. I wouldn't do a great lot to try and improve it. That really is a nice weld. When you clean it up, it goes back to a lovely stainless steel colour. No oxidisation, very happy indeed. I'm going to change materials now. I'm going to go on aluminium, and for aluminium we need AC. This is the DC home screen. Go down one, that takes me into AC TIG. This is the AC TIG home screen. In here you can adjust every possible parameter you can imagine on AC welding. But for the minute we're going to concentrate on the easy set. It's exactly the same as for the steel settings. Tungstens 2.4, my favourite. Material, we've got some 1mm. It's a magnesium based alloy. We'll do a lap joint. Pulses off, and I'm using a pedal. Okay, so it's asking me for 6 litres a minute gas flow. It's going to give us a 50 amp starting point with a number 6 cup, and once again you've got your 10 amp swing up or down to finally tune it in. Right, that welded very nice indeed. We'll go up to thickness, same tungsten. Going to go up to 2mm. Magnesium based alloy. We'll do a lap joint again. Pulses off on a pedal. Okay. So now we've gone up to 7 litres per minute gas flow. Going to give us 80 amp starting point, number 6 cup. This is a lap weld in 2mm aluminium using the basic easy weld settings. Nicely. Nothing much the matter with that. For a basic setting, I'm very impressed. The arc seems to be a lot more stable than my old 260. That's a nice clean weld. That welded very nicely indeed. Going to go up material again. Go up to 3mm this time. We're going to do a butt joint. Pulses off on a pedal. Okay. Once again, 8 litres a minute gas flow, 125 amp starting point with a number 7 cup. This is a butt weld in 4mm alloy using the easy weld base settings. It's running in nice and smooth, very stable, constant arc. It's going exactly where I point it. For a straight out of the box weld, that's pretty good. You can clearly see where the AC's cleaned the material either side of the weld. I'm very happy with that, very happy indeed. I'm going to turn things up a little bit now, go on to some 5mm. So it's the same 214 tungsten, this time 5mm. Maggie based aluminium. We'll do an edge weld. Pulses off on a pedal. Okay. So that's asking me for 8 litres a minute, 150 amps. That's borderline on a 214 tungsten. Cup size number 7. We'll give that a try. This is an edge weld on 2 bits of 5mm alloy using the easy weld base settings. This is putting 150 amps in and I'm still using a 214 tungsten. The tungsten's actually holding up quite well. Bags of power, it's going exactly where I pointed. But the tungsten's holding up, I'm going to go up to 6mm now, so we need to go to 3.2mm tungsten. 6mm. We'll do corner weld, pulse off on a pedal. Right, so it's asking for 9 litres a minute organ. It's going to give us 195 amps as a starting point with a number 8 cup. That's why I've gone to a 3.2mm tungsten, a 2.4 wouldn't stand that sort of ampage for any length of time. This is the corner weld on 6mm alloy. I'm using 195 amps, which is the base setting. As bags of power, it really is burning in nice and deep. I'm sure I'll agree on the matter with that. That's a lot of penetration. 195 amps going straight in. I've had a good play with it. I've used it quite a lot on the various settings, mainly concentrating on the easy set. I didn't think it was possible to program a machine where you could just put in plate thickness and it would tell you exactly what you needed to be able to weld it. Not a perfect weld, but certainly very acceptable. I think for the novice welder, it's going to be a game changer to be able to set things up, get a weld, and then from there you can tweak things, advance things, and go into it in a bit more depth. The welder is fully loaded. It's got every conceivable thing you can imagine for a modern inverter welder. It's got a lot more on than my old 260, and that was really state of the art when I got it. So honestly, I think the improvements are made are massive improvements, especially for ease of use. That's the thing, easy to use. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching the video as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you do decide to buy one of these welders, in fact any of the Artec products, make sure you give my name a mention. It certainly won't do any harm.